master manifester of realities, here to serve humanity consciously, authentically. Now let's get into this. Now today I want to talk to you guys about the difference between positivity and toxic positivity. Now these two states I had to confront within myself now, because positivity was something that I lived externally rather than internally onto myself. And when I woke up to the reality of manifestation and putting out what's best for myself, I had to change the trajectory of recognizing that I was at some stage in my life living in toxic positivity, you know. And this is something that is unknown to most people, because it is something that is masked on the external, where people harbor emotions and use positivity now to hide those emotions, when it is actually not how they really feel within themselves now. And I had this way about myself up until I was 40 years old, and was using it to myself and external of myself, where I would see somebody going through something traumatic and try to give a positive outlook, even knowing that that wasn't any answer at the time, and the answer was supposed to be a real deep connection, or sharing the realness of the situation at the present time. And because of toxic positivity, it made the space for myself and the other person who is going through whatever we were going through at the time even more toxic, because none of us were being real with each other. We were just masking positivity, and not harboring positivity onto each other, And if we don't check ourselves with toxic positivity, we can override the shadows that lurks within inside ourselves now. Hi, Shy Shadow by Uncle and Nessa family. Hello. Glad to have you on my life today. And because of toxic positivity, we tend to lose ourselves by not speaking our truth now, and not interacting with others in a way that they can hear the truth of them now. They can hear the realness, rather than to give a word that is comforting and does not give a word that is confronting themselves now, And I had to overcome this for myself too, because even when I gave it to myself, it never did anything for me, It just made the traumas harder for me to overcome now, because I was condoning toxic positivity to myself and onto others now, in the sense that it didn't make the situation better for me. It made it worse, and had recycles repeating because of toxic positivity. And when I started to do the shadow work on myself, I realized that positivity is a thing that you give to yourself. And it was because of being positive with myself and really facing the truth of what is happening in the space and time. I took toxic positivity and transcended it to giving myself the reflection I deserve within myself, the human being that I am, seeing what I was doing to myself and lying to myself in the process. And I had to check myself and do the shadow work that was required for me to be now positive unto myself. I'm not saying no, not to be positive with others, but positive in a way that they can reflect within themselves now to see what it is causes their errors in life, their strife in life, their, survival mechanisms that make them turn away from themselves and just use words of comfort rather than to go within themselves and fix or let go of what doesn't serve them, what is not of them, and what is not in a good space for them to have now, and really do the work on yourself, because I had to do a lot of work. You see me here sitting down here with you each and every day and putting my messages out, and I had to sit with myself in silence and rid myself of things that won't even mind, rid myself of emotions that I was hiding, rid myself of people pleasing, and that's something toxic emotions can get you to do. People please. It can also be called a form of gaslighting too, because, and I mean, gaslighting is the doubt of reality, but, if you do it in a positive way, you can doubt your reality too, because you can give yourself toxic positivity and still not live the truth of you, And these are some of the things I had to face in myself now. Some of the shadows that I needed to deal with now, to confront and center with really who I am now, speaking my truth, loving upon myself, giving myself the best things for myself. This is what positivity is compared to toxic positivity. Is two different things. One allows you to lose yourself, and the other one allows you to gain yourself, and I don't butter up anything to tell anybody or try to make their reality one that doesn't, that they don't check themselves with now. I speak my truth unapologetically. Now sometimes using the term unapologetically can seem harsh, but most people need to face that harsh reality now. And I, for one, had to face that harsh reality in some way, some shape, somehow, to not get myself engrossed or subconsciously programmed to toxic positivity now. And it is because of being real with me, I was able to give myself a positive outcome for my life. I was able to heal myself. I was able to take the bull by the horn and give myself or give my life meaning unto me now, and not just say positive words and have no feeling towards it or no surrender to who I am now, you know. And it is for this I say to you today, beautiful souls, you know, positivity is a service you render unto yourself. And it is a service that is will show you the truth of who you are. The good, the bad, and the ugly, and to know which one of them you choose to be in reality, or wear the mask of toxic positivity, you know. And I had to come face to face with who I am and be positive unto myself with the truth of who I am. Because, I mean, why lie to yourself or why lie to others when you could tell them the truth in a positive way, you know, one that allows them to look within themselves, one that allows them to come forward with the things that keeps them in a low vibration, you know. Yesterday I was privy to see one of the movie stars break down on a live chat, and the person who was hosting the live, he was trying to comfort him and tell him things like, you know, you're crying, man, you're crying. And he was offering tissue, and he said, no, I don't want that, men cry. And I want to see, because I'm speaking my realness in life, I want the world to see what it really means to be positive unto yourself and real in life now. And I appreciated that because, he chose to be open with himself and not display this toxic positivity, but emotionally available and vulnerable, positively speaking his truth now. And I appreciate that, So I say to you today, beautiful souls, choose to give positivity unto yourself and don't live a lie with yourself and others, because positivity doesn't mean that you fake joyfulness, fake sadness, fake all the lower emotions and the higher ones too. No? It means being real with yourself and healing yourself now, And this is what I had to do, to heal myself in a positive way now, and not have anyone invade my space. And keep that positivity onto myself in every way. I hope this has helped someone today, living positive unto themselves and not fooling themselves with toxic positivity or trying to look a certain way and really feeling totally different from how they are and how they truly feel about themselves. I am Golden Age Wisdom, Master Manifester of Reality, Here to serve our humanity consciously, authentically, living my life positive unto myself, authentic with myself in every way, and not dabbling in positive toxicity in any way. Do have a beautiful, spectacular, awesome, magical, amazing day, just as you are. Beautiful, authentic, positive, high vibrational in every way, because we choose to live positive unto ourselves in meaningful ways. I love all of you. Bye for now until another day. Namaste.